And then there was Fred Doucet, the lobbyist and longtime friend and political associate of Brian Mulroney, allegedly the man who tried to funnel Airbus money to the then Prime Minister.
Shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth,
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Were you aware of any dealings that GCI would have had with Airbus through those years?
Not at all.
When we look on the CBC website and those places, and we look at the distribution of funds from Karlheinz Schreiber, Giorgio Pelosi, they were managing these funds, these $20 million, or came, I think, to 22 to 24 million total. Are you aware of those?
Not at all.
Those facts?
Not at all.
Fred Doucet had worked with Schreiber on a proposal to build light armored military vehicles in Nova Scotia at a place called Bear Head. That was all.
So my question to you is, do you have any evidence of any wrongdoing by any public official with respect to the Bear Head project or the Airbus purchase or the consulting agreement between Brian Mulroney and Mr. Schreiber?
None. I want to say I have no knowledge at all about anything involving Airbus.
Okay.
It was a startling claim. We can only assume that Fred Doucet had been fooled by Schreiber's testimony and by Schreiber's failure to produce proof to back his allegation that Doucet once asked for Airbus money for Mulroney. We still don't know if that was true, but we have documents that seem to show Fred Doucet knew plenty about Airbus and that he was very much involved in tracking specific deliveries of Airbus aircraft and the distribution of secret payments to people credited with making the sale happen. March 24th, 1992, Doucet writes to Karlheinz Schreiber. He refers to the matter of the birds, their code for Airbus airplanes.
Whenever they spoke to me and wanted to know something about Airbus or whatever it was, they always spoke about the birds on the phone. They never said, but about aircrafts from Airbus. Always the birds. This is, the bird is the name for Airbus.
August 27th, 1993. Fred Doucet was still preoccupied with the Airbus birds. He'd just received a fax from Air Canada's Manager of Investor Relations, Denis Biro, confirming delivery dates for 34 Airbus airplanes. The dates were important because each delivery triggered a substantial commission payment to GCI, and Fred Doucet was keeping track of the cash flow. We don't know whose interests he represented, but he was clearly in the loop.
But the point is, and if people would listen, they would have recalled what I said. The mess started, to my surprise, in '92. When there were these constant fights, how much is it, how much do we get? And Fred was never satisfied.
And in April 1994, Doucet's preoccupation with the Airbus commissions continued. For me, settling this matter is so very important for reasons I will tell you about in person.